More than anything, I'm annoyed and I don't want to hear it. I told so many people it's going to be a project for the winter. No one's going to see it until it's finished. Do not tell me any secrets because I can't even keep my own. Today was supposed to be just me tinkering in the garage, but instead I'm going to start... I hate that I can see my friend Dobby's facial expression right now, but today I'm going to start... This will be episode 1 of the Bolt project. So I'm going to catch you up. It's technically not episode 1 because... Firstly, this was the bike I wasn't going to touch. I just bought it, loved it, weren't going to touch it. And then I'd already done some bits before I decided to make it a winter project. Put it away for the winter. I've already had some work done on it that nobody's seen yet. So I was going to wait until June after everything's done, but I'm caving. I'm caving in a big way. So this is episode 1 of the Bolt winter project. Dobby, stop. Stop. So I've actually owned this bike twice. So I bought it for myself in 2020. I actually had the standard Bolt, so just the XV950, but started doing well at work and thought, right, I'm going to treat myself. So I got myself the brand new Bolt R-Spec, so it's a 2020 plate. I said I was never going to touch it. Then after a couple of years, we decided to move from North London to Norfolk, and it was an extremely rocky move. So it got to a point where it was like, right, I've got to sell the bike. So I sold it to a Yamaha dealership. That was quite close to like back where I was living. The move finally went through, and then I think I was taking my Bandit in for a service, and the Yamaha was like, you know, your bike's come back into the shop. I was like, don't say that. Please don't say that. So before the move, I actually got to buy it back. It was quite funny how it happened. So they told us that it was back in the shop, and I said, I can't do it. I can't warrant it. I can't justify it because we're moving. Can't do it, can't do it. And then my partner was like, well, let's just go have a look at it. You know, let's just go see it and then see how you feel then. And I actually found a Sportster that had less mileage and it was like $1,000 cheaper. But as soon as I got to Yamaha, like literally that single tear just ran down my face. I could only see the forks, like there was a row of bikes and I saw the fork hanging out. I was like, there's my baby. Oh, there's my baby. So got to buy the bike back before the move and then brought it to Norfolk. But I'll take you around the bike, show you all the stuff that I've done to it already. And then I'll talk about the jobs that I've done today, and then it will be a bit more of a ongoing series of a project. Damn it. I said I'd never touch it, never gonna touch it, not gonna do anything to it, just gonna leave it alone. We'll talk about the bars last because that's the most recent thing that I didn't touch. But the first thing I didn't touch were the exhaust. So literally about maybe a month after having it, got myself a set of Vance & Hines Staggered Shots. I'm a massive fan of Vance & Hines. My V-Star bobber that I did had a set of short shots on there. I just love this. I just love it. Then the next thing I didn't touch was, I think it was the seat. I do think it was the seat and a set of Keystone bars. So someone on the Bolt Facebook group was selling the seat and a set of Keystone. So I said, I'll have both. I'll just have both, like give them to me. I will have both. So bought them, and this is the seat I've always wanted. I even wanted it for my standard Bolt because it's got this little pouch. Love the little pouch. So it was the seat, then it was the Keystone bars that are over there amongst the stuff. After that, next thing I didn't touch, on the Bolt Facebook group, there's a guy who made like a bracket shape, so I gave it a go, cut it out, moved the speedo from there to there, and then thought, well, while I'm getting into it, let's make a bracket for the headlight. And then we got a smaller headlight and it's risen up a little bit, put a set of fork gators on there. And then the most recent are the bars. So these are a set of 14-inch apes from Matea, and they have got the cutouts for wires, so it's all wired internally. The thing is with me though, like I'm not confident enough. Like when it comes to things like measuring, I just tell myself, nope, I'm gonna fuck it up, just take it in. And when I took it in, it just said like, look, could you just put a little bit of slack on there, just in case I want to go higher than 14? And they put some slack on there, but it was just way too much. Like, you know, they did a fantastic job and it was very reasonably priced for, you know, taking it in and getting it all done. But actually taking it all apart and putting it back together again, I could have done it myself. I really, really could have. So what did we do today? So the first thing we did today was we bled the brakes because we needed to get the brake hose off so we could mark it for the right length. So I used a kit from Amazon and it's to bleed brakes, but I used it to drain the system completely and it worked really, really well. I was just a bit nervous because brake fluid's quite harsh, so I wanted it out of the system before taking the hose off. And then we got all the cables and we've marked them up with tape.
So I basically want these bits and bobs to start there. So that's how much I want cut off. The guys that did it, they just said, look, yeah, bring the cables back and we'll just cut them for you. That's absolutely fine. So, you know, bless them. You've got to check them out. They're called Custom Choppers and they are in Hingham. I think it's Hingham or Higham. I don't know. I'm still learning how to speak Norfolk. Some of the towns up here are said in weird ways. So did that. So bled the brakes, marked up the cables and the hose. The next thing we did with great difficulty, you can see how damaged my risers are now. These were just wedged. They were just absolutely wedged in there. But we've swapped out the, I keep saying we, like, is it you and me? Did we do it? Shush, you're later. But did we do it? Is it we? Is it the royal we? Is it Goku over there? I couldn't get the risers out. They were just wedged in there. So lots of WD-40, hammer, you know, some grips and stuff like that. Finally got them off, but I have damaged them. So I will have to replace them, sadly. But I've swapped out the rubber bushings. So these were flexing a lot when I rode it home. So you could imagine these were flexing a lot. There were cables flapping about all over the place. Got some hard mount riser bushings and there's no flex whatsoever now. So today we bled the brakes, marked the cables, did the bushings. Sure I did something else. I think I worked on you for most of it, didn't I? I got to stop talking to vehicles. So yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. So I'm very happy with it. I think it looks the nuts and it's gonna look brilliant when it's finished. And I'm gonna try and not talk now because I will give away more. So I know it was a bit of a janky episode 1 and I could just see my friend Dobby's face like, it's like a curse. It's like an absolute curse. Basically, this is gonna be like an ongoing series now, even though I said it was gonna be a secret until like April. I was never gonna keep that secret. It's just impossible to do. So every time we'll add something to the bike or we do something to it, I'll try and do a next episode so you can see like the progress. Hopefully it will be done by March, April, May. April, May is when we're sort of planning to do it. I'm just that I couldn't keep my own secret. That's the only thing. But let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your opinions, comments and all of that. So just chuck it below. Check out Custom Choppers in, I want to say Attleborough because it's easier to say. So Hingham, Higham, Hangham. So Custom Choppers in Hingham. I think it's Hingham. I'm stuck, sorry. So yeah, Custom Choppers in Hingham. Cables are from Van Hill. The bars are from Matea, which is a company in Germany. Very reasonable for shipping, so check them out as well. And I think like if I've learned anything so far, like, cause I have done a lot to it, but like I doubted myself with the speedo. So like when I moved it, I was gonna ask someone to make it for me, but I just gave it a go and it worked out fine. I've got to stop doubting myself and like just like, you know, take a bit of a risk because I could have done the cables. I could have bought a kit and I feel confident enough to actually cut the cable. But if they're doing it for free, I'm gonna take it in. So yeah, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy this little project series. Yeah, it's gonna look the nuts. I've got plans.